point in just one moment. But, Gary, first I want to get to you. One of the last things Hampton mentioned was in all districts the labor market is weak, but he mentioned a slight uptick in temporary hiring. Does that fit with what you see?
Yeah, well, that's good news, and that's what you see. I mean, there's a Maslow hierarchy, if you will, of running a company, and you first cut CapEx, and you cut marketing and advertising. The last thing you want to do is cut employees, and the reverse is true on the uptake. You typically see a rise in temporary employment before you do permanent employment, and that's what we're seeing.
Zane, what about on this issue of the downward pressure on wages? Vince mentioned that it jives with, in part, what we're certainly seeing in the bond market, which is more concern over prices potentially falling than inflation. In your view, is that now a consistent story?
Yes, I think it's becoming more consistent. Recall when we met a little over a month ago and talked about the last beige book, much more concern in that environment about inflation. And although not to offend any of our viewers, but you know, downward wage pressures is really good for Treasury prices and for fixed income securities because it kind of removes the prospect of inflation anytime soon, and that's really what bond participants wanted to hear. And as a result, I think you'll find that we won't get a great deal of cheapening in terms of the 30-year. It could have been very easy for some select words in the beige book to put a lot of pressure on 30 years, especially in anticipation of the auction that we have tomorrow. That didn't happen. They're in good shape. Right,
and I know obviously we did have that auction that went off today of the $20 billion in 10s. Gary, what about that point, though, that Zane raises? People like it when wages are going down a little bit or not going anywhere, but nobody really wants prices to start falling. That'd be horrible for the bond market and for everybody else. So what do you see on wages? Staying where they are, or is there real downward pressure?
Well, I don't know if there's so much downward pressure. I mean, and that's not good for any American. I mean, the reality is there's millions of people that are unemployed today. So we don't see that. We reported our earnings today. We saw a 20% rise in new business over the summer compared to spring. So that's good news. There's some green sprouts, but you know, honestly, we need water and sunshine. I mean, we need the banking system to continue to improve. And then the big question is consumer spending. Will the consumers come back?
All right, Zane, Gary, Vince, thanks very much to all three of you. Appreciate your taking